We back, live and
We can
direct.
do what we wanna do and live it go.
It was just a flashback.
What? Somebody kicked you?
No.
Nobody appreciated my song. All right, welcome to Extra
It was
Ignorance.
like so many things happening at once.
I'm Vixon. That's Steven and Nieema. You know those two already. And we got some shit to talk because we got the time. Literally, we have the time. It is a little nippy in here, you know?
It is.
All right, you didn't have to do that. I would just say.
He was referring
You can't
to
see it.
like the weather, not your.
No. In this room it is nippy, but we didn't need the weather signals.
No.
We need the weather balloons to dictate. Flag on the flag. Okay. Anyway, for the sake of lack of smoke, let's get started, shall we?
I think, yeah, Bianca put this on the one last week, but it was separated, so I missed it.
That was fine.
But coming of age, 30 is the new 20, and I think that was to not counter, but to piggyback off of, you and everything that you had dealt with,
That year.
the past
Oh,
year,
right.
and then all of
Reflecting
us, are at 30 or on the cusp of 30, and we're kind of, I don't want to say we're at our peak, but we've definitely made a level up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you with your surgery and your health and everything. You started your job at apartment therapy not too long ago. Well, how long has it been since?
Almost a year.
I've been there for 2 years already. It's about to be 3 next year.
Okay,
Oh, about
so yeah,
that.
so
Yeah.
yeah, that went by
Sheesh.
fast.
We've been doing this show for 2 years. I started around the same time.
I know, yeah, that's what I was like, Jesus.
That's why the other episode said 2 years already. I was literally in shock. I was in shock. That was
Like,
pure
I
shock.
did that long?
You're flabbergasted.
Word.
But yeah, it's like we've all had conversations amongst each other or individually of like the shit that we've tried to accomplish or overcome, and it just feels like now at us being 30 or over 30 is like shit is now finally starting to like
Happen.
yeah, shit is like finally starting to like put things in its own place. So it's like, because the general consensus is like people in their 20s are supposed to, after you graduate college and you're supposed to start your family or buy a house at like 25 and whatever, and like that's not the fucking case.
I think it depends on where you live, because there'll be people like out in the Midwest, like 21, like I've got my wife and kids, because
That's a fact. Whole big ass house.
what other responsibilities do you really have except go to school and then start a family to raise the farm?
Yeah, and they'd be like,
Not to say everyone in the Midwest has a farm, but let's be honest, none niggas do. But no, I mean, 30 is 30 the new 20s. I don't look. Before I
I'm
turned
not
30,
as childish.
right.
Wait,
I
what?
mean, obviously there's levels of maturity to stuff to it, but that's just the surface of it. Like when everyone, there'll be a time where people were like, "Yo, I'm turning 30. I'm scared. What's gonna happen?" And I never used to be scared of being like that whole 30 number, because it's like you've been through so much shit in your 20s. You know what I'm saying? 30s is just a range of time. You know what I mean? And obviously, the things that are going to happen in your 20s are not going to happen in your 30s unless you're in a certain state where you're stagnant. You know what I'm saying? In your 20s, you just got out of college. You think you know everything. You expect everything to be like at your feet, and that's not the way it is. And then you fuck up and you make these mistakes, and you get in crazy 6-year ass relationships with somebody that's really not good for you, and then you end up regretting it.
whoa!
Because, you know what I'm saying? It just goes kind of left, and you just see your life kind of gliding by without actually making some.
You
type of
depressed right now,
progression
my
change.
nigga?
What are we talking about? The point is, you're
He
20.
been prepping that speech.
Your 20s.
Get your shit off, my G. Get your shit off, my G.
Your 20s is a time to make mistakes and to learn from them and to become better, and that's why 30s is
6-year
so.
mistakes though.
Time is fluid. But the point is, you make these type of decisions, or you make those type of errors and stuff, because it's all a learning process. It's like kneading dough. You know what I'm saying? Your 20s is like kneading dough. So when you get into your 30s, and now it's time to put that dough into the stove and watch it bake into a nice loaf of bread.
Yo, I hate you. I hate you.
What?
I hate you because you made a facial reaction like, what the? How is he gonna set this up? So he making the dough, right? What he gonna do next with the dough? He gotta add some toppings. He gotta add some salt on it. I hate you. I hate you so much. Because you wasn't thinking about the metaphor. You was literally thinking about the fucking pizza. You was thinking about the pizza.
I really was. Like, okay, so
What does she gotta do with anything? Now I'm hungry and I'm confused. Like,
Because I was really like, so we knock whatever.
and that's it, everybody. We're done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yo. Oh my god.
Like, I don't know.
Just say anything else. Just say anything.
This is exactly why we're best friends. Because only I would know some shit like that. Only I would know some shit like that.
Why didn't y'all just answer the fucking question?
Oh, man.
I love that.
But yeah, I think for many of us, you know, whether it's society or if it's our parents, based on where your parents come from, your 20s is when you're supposed to fucking establish it. Because the majority of them, that's when they were doing that same thing. That's when they were starting their families and putting money down on the house and whatever. And it was like, you have these expectations from them. Then you have these expectations because we are the first generation that's growing up in social media. So I don't care what anybody says. Like, at one point, we were all affected by social media thinking like, oh, this person's doing A, B, and C. I should be at least on that level or obtaining that as well. So you got those sort of combinations. Then you got your friends. Maybe you have significant others that put expectations on you. So your 20s is just basically just you fucking freestyling.
Yeah.
And you finally hit your 30s and it's like, okay, you want to kind of fucking solidify yourself. Like, all the bullshit or all the mistakes I've made, like, I'm not repeating those. Like, I need to lay the foundation. Even if it's not something I'm, you know, going to achieve now or I'm going to achieve a year from now or 2, 3, or 4 or 5 years. It's like, I need to start doing certain things and putting myself in a certain position for the better in the long run. And I think, like, you know, all the plans and the outline that people be having is like, that shit is, it's nice to have, but it's not realistic because that's how life goes. You never know what may fucking happen. I've been searching for a job for better part for 3 years. I had no clue I was getting a new job now. It was just, this was the time for it to happen. So it's now taking that one opportunity and now being smarter about it and like, okay, first I'm going to do this with my money. Then I'm going to, you know, once I get X amount of time at the company, see if I can move up and things of that nature. So I think with the whole, you know, 30s the new 20 thing, it's like, you really can't predict when is your time. When your time is your time, just make the most of it. Because I vividly remember my father taking me out the house years ago and was like, look, like, you're not in school. You working at such and such, like, you're gonna need to do something. Like, what are you gonna do? And it's like,
nigga, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure this shit out. And the path that you created for yourself doesn't necessarily mean that's the path I should take.
Right, because we have different
struggles. We're two different people. We're completely two different people under two different circumstances. So it's like, let me figure this shit out. And however it goes, whether it's bad or good, this is how I'm supposed to go about it.
Right.
So I think that's what, you know, Bianca was trying to say with the whole 30 to 20 thing, is because it's like, there's such an emphasis on people in their youth to fucking figure shit out. Like, they're telling you at 18 years old, like, you need to pick a college and you need to pick a major to figure out what the fuck you're gonna do with the rest of your life. For many people,
they're just trying to lose their virginity at prom.
Well, actually,
that, and not even that, is like, when I look back, I ain't know shit at 18. And you're telling me I'm supposed to make this huge decision,
life-altering decision right now.
I was just playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the cafeteria just a month
Word.
ago. Now you want me to choose my career, my whole future?
Word. That has a financial impact, and it can have a mental impact on you as well. So it's like, yo, your 20s, just figure your shit out. Like Yaz,
enjoy life.
Yaz, I keep talking to about this shit all the time because she feels as though like she should be doing more. I'm like, yo, you're fucking 21, 22. Like, you have your whole life ahead of you.
Wait, for real? She done
yet?
Yeah.
No,
like,
she needs to relax.
Yeah.
Yes. You need to relax. You are blessed and highly flavored, and just take your time, sis. You got it. You're already successful. You're already beating out the majority of niggas in your age range.
You know what I don't like? I don't like that meme that be going around talking about I was doing shit at 17 that y'all doing at 30. It's like, why you bragging about that?
First of all, I was doing none of that shit at 17. I'm doing now.
That's
like,
that new. That's the
when,
like
how?
25 years old. It's like, y'all. Why you bragging about going to the club at 17? Like, but you're not tired yet. You're still going to the club.
Word. That's sad.
I never, that irritates me.
At 17, I was doing zero of that shit. You know, I never went to Empire in Brooklyn.
Same.
I know it's either.
Okay, well, I thought it was the only one.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one too. People be talking about it, be like, yeah, that was dope back then. I have none.
I knew a lot of friends.
I know Empire Boulevard.
Well, it was on Empire.
Yeah, but that's the most I know.
I was about to say,
I don't even know what the building looked like.
Oh, well, it's now a mattress store.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It's definitely not
Empire
there
has
anymore.
changed a lot.
The place that used to be Empire is like some type of fabric store or some shit.
Oh.
That's Brooklyn for you. What you gonna do? Anyway, but the point is, yeah, like, I stress to everybody in their 30s now, like, yo, just don't take it too seriously. Like, I know for a lot of people feel like 30s is just a bridge between 20s and 40s, and once you hit 40s, then it's like, fuck, if I ain't make it now, then just end it. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, but for real, people get so nervous and scared. Where it's like, I'm in my 30s, yo, I'm not here yet. I'm not where I need to be.
I am my happiest right now than I was in my 20s.
Same.
I was pretty happy in my 20s. And
It's a different kind of happy.
Right, it's a different time of happy.
I feel solidified. I really don't care about no one's opinion. I'm not living for nobody. It's like I'm comfortable in who I am as a woman.
20s was happiness out of ignorance.
Right.
I think. And 30s is now happiness out of, like,
work.
Like settling into your own person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, we're saying this whole 30s is a 20 thing. That doesn't necessarily mean at 30, like, you need to start figuring shit out. Right. I've always seen that meme of, like, Mark Cuban or whoever was fucking ends up filthy rich. They were still figuring shit out at, like, 35, 36, and then out of nowhere some shit happens and that completely alters their life. So it's not necessarily, like, a 30s thing either. It's basically, it's like, whenever you figure out what is meant for you, just put your energy into it. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Because, I mean, I didn't figure out... the more you know. I didn't figure out what life meant for me until I was 28. And I'm now 31. And I'm now finally starting to get into the shit that I really want to do. So it's like... It's all about timing and when shit is meant to line up for you at the end of the day.
Words.
What else we got here? This is a good one. Is hiding your significant other on social media okay, or is that a no-no?
Whenever I dated somebody, I never really put them on social media. But I think that came from me wanting to protect my relationship in a sense.
Yeah, I was a similar way because...
What were you protecting your relationship from?
Outside opinions and just people being nosy. When you put too much out there, like, I don't even post that much on my actual Instagram page, but you'll see me posting on my Instagram stories. Right. But to have something there so permanent, and then if it's not there, people asking you questions. Oh, like, she hasn't been posting him in a while. Like, what's going on? Like, I just try to keep people out of my business as much as possible.
Same.
I think, but then it's not. I feel like it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
I feel like the intentions behind it sometimes can make it a bad thing.
Possibly.
It's the difference between hiding something and being private.
Word.
Because my page is my fucking page. It's not our page. It's not a WeGram.
We don't take ussies. Yeah.
Like, I don't even post my friends on my page.
And they're your friends.
Yeah. I might put them on my Instagram, so it's not my page. My page is people come there to see me.
I would like a block on your page.
That's what you have Instagram stories for.
That's what I want a block on your page.
What you giving me for that?
We can talk. We can talk now.
Okay.
But
that was weird. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of fall in the same boat. Like, I've never really shared, like, who I'm dating or who I'm talking to on social media because first of all, I'm just way too caught up in the moment. Like, I don't have time to be taking pictures on every single thing that we're doing and then posting it for the world to see. Like, me and that person share the memory, and that's it. I don't have to fucking share it with the world. But how about?
I mean, but we know why in the context of, like, hiding the relationship is not really meant. So, like, yo, like, it does. I'm not saying that your reasoning is invalid, but for some people they might use that and twist it in the sense of, like, yo, I'm trying to not share our relationship online because, you know what I mean, it's supposed to be just for me and you, nobody else. So it's like when the whole ass nigga is hiding a whole ass person, you know what I'm saying, and then people catch wind of it, then it's like, yo, I mean, what you mean? Because I shared. I mean, it just gets very murky. You know what I mean?
I feel like letting people know that you have a significant other, and then constantly posting them two different things, because you could definitely let people know you have somebody. People know when I'm dating somebody or I'm seeing someone. I don't lie about that.
Same.
But I mean, I'm also not like.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with posting the picture. Like we do.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
Like
either.
we on vacation. Hell fucking yeah, I'm gonna post that shit. We on vacation. And then for me too, it depends on like how serious we are, because if we're just dating for a couple of months, I'm not gonna be posting on my page because I don't know where this shit gonna go. And I don't need motherfuckers asking me questions like, oh, I thought you was with this nigga. Like, literally, I don't, this sounds kind of horrible. I don't flip 2 niggas in 3 months. Like, I don't, people gonna be asking questions like, I thought it was that nigga, but that was this nigga. Like, I date a lot. So it's like.
Order up.
Start juggling. Oh, trash. Drop that one.
That's literally.
Now I got the 2. No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
So how about, because my homegirl does this, shout out to Jealous. She'll take pictures, but then she'll cover his identity. Like, she'll throw emojis over his face or whatever.
That just ruined the picture.
Question is,
I'll be joking.
Which emoji? Is it a smiling emoji? Is it a tongue out emoji?
The monkey face emoji.
That's hurtful.
It'd be numerous emojis. I cannot recall them all.
It all depends on the emoji. One is more shady than the other. Just saying.
What is the emoji with shades on? What that mean?
Cool. He's cool.
What if it's the emoji and nigga like this?
Ooh, now someone's in trouble. You in trouble, sis. Run. No.
That defeats the purpose. I hate when people have babies and they put emojis over the baby face. First of all, no one gives a fuck about your child.
Ouch.
Then it's like either you're gonna post the picture or you're not. Like you're going through all that trouble.
No, I agree. Don't just if you don't want people to see your kid's face, why are you posting?
If you don't like to see your nigga face, then don't post him.
Facts.
Or post him and don't tag him.
Or they tag the shoulder.
Cause like tagging
me and Bay, and you see a slip of the Burberry shirt. Get out of here, bro.
I don't understand that.
Or it's always the at dinner and all you see is hands.
Look, my whole hands.
Like, nigga, what?
Oh my gosh! You just see they tag the plate. They don't even tag a person. Yeah. More of the story is share what you're gonna share, but don't be stupid about it. Like. I mean, keep things to yourself if you want to, or if that's really your intention. But don't be dumb and, like, for example, post somebody with a fucking emoji. Like, why are you wasting people's time? You're gonna get more flack for that than not posting anything at all.
And nobody don't care. Niggas don't care. No one cares. Honestly, no one fucking cares. Unless they're trying to get with your man or your woman, or your man and a woman got another man and a woman, like there's some kind of shit going on, then there's no reason for that.
Yeah, don't be Drake out here.
Or he's wanted by, like, the feds. Then I don't know.
Don't be hiding a child out here, people. Don't do that.
Stop Drake and hide him.
Oh, the world. Oh, he was hiding him.
Yeah.
That's what the song says.
Yeah.
Last one.
I need my bed. Sorry.
Would you date someone who's not your type because you think they'll treat you better?
I can't fuck no ugly nigga.
Wow.
That is not what we were talking about. All
Wow.
right, I'm gonna give a less trash answer.
Yeah, you can go first. I think I'm probably gonna agree with. Well, actually, no. I don't know what. I don't know what you're gonna say. I think I'm leaning towards not even answer.
All right. Well, first of all, we all have preferences, as we've learned.
Right. My ugly might not be your ugly.
Okay. Well, let's talk more internal ugliness more than external, because
I think they're referring to external.
Why are you breaking your neck to shake your head? Okay.
Now I'm dizzy.
Stop. Okay. Oh shit. All right, Steven, I'm tagging you in.
Yeah, I think I'm on Niema's side. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're Mother Teresa.
If that physical
there's no click, like if there's that natural energy of me wanting to bond with you on numerous facets, like I can't do it. This is why I do not let my friends choose who I should date. Although, funny enough, we are playing like a dating game episode.
Yeah, I need you
but yeah, it's like I can't. If I'm not physically attracted to you, you could be a nice person, and that's great. That's wonderful. But if I can't see myself being intimate with you in any facet, or me visually wanting you, it's not gonna work for me.
Right. Of course, we all have our preferences and a sense of physical attraction. That's fine. But all right. I think another way to you
can just keep shaking your head.
I think another way to formulate this question. I am trying to finesse. Is it working?
It's not gonna work.
I don't want to be cruel or anything.
It's
like
not
that.
even about
Can
being
you vibe
cruel.
with Can you vibe with someone that you don't seem physically attractive with?
I definitely could vibe with you. You can be my friend.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to waste your time with somebody you're not physically attracted to. It makes no sense. This ain't arranged marriage. My mama not picking up my husband. I gotta learn to love him over the course of some time.
Word. I don't have to be with you.
This not the Bible. I'm not only here to procreate. The fuck? No. Like, I want to fuck and I want to enjoy it and I want to vibe with you at the same time. If I
so
can't
then
do
the opposite should be true.
What?
If somebody's attractive but they're whole ass trash, then they shouldn't be the one for you too.
Right. Same sense.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same sense. You could fuck somebody that's completely trash and then move on and be with somebody else that has everything. That's what dating is.
Mm.
But I can't. I can't date somebody that
Nope.
it's not going to work. At some point, it's going to be. What if he want to have sex? I'm like, Remember I told that story? I had sex with this guy and I said ill in the middle of it. Like, come on.
yeah.
In the middle of it?
I was just
That was
like,
funny.
ill.
Why did you save that shit for the
I
beginning? like,
Because I was trying to
be
a good
nice.
person.
Too late. You did. You were a good. You went from good to trash in 2 seconds.
You know that meme with the girl that's taking her panties off and said, I never do this. I can imagine Nieema was like, I shouldn't have done this. Like, yeah, I couldn't do it.
Fair,
Like-
fair. All fair, valid.
Yeah, you could be a cool ass person, but if there's nothing that makes me physically want you, then it's like, what's popping, my G?
Because that'll help tie everything in too.
Yeah.
Because we're visual creatures. We see something that we like, so we want it.
Right.
And then we go in the process of getting to know, where do I actually like it? What can it do for me? What can I do for it? And if that first initial attraction not there, it's like, well, then you're going to be my friend. I don't need any more friends. So
That's why you
Scratch.
see them chicks that get mad, like, oh, I dated the ugly nigga. And then when he turns out to be a douchebag or he's trash, then it's like, I shouldn't even dated you. You're not even cute anyway. It's like, you could have avoided this shit
Oh,
altogether.
girl. Shut up.
You could have avoided that
Oh,
shit altogether.
girl. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. Don't blame his ugliness for him being trash.
no, like he was his glow up. Because once an ugly dude date a bitch that's bad and other bad bitches want him because he pulled that chick, so now he got options.
So Shiggy, basically.
Yeah. Did she fix his hairline yet?
I mean,
If LeBron ain't fixed his hairline, then he's worth almost $1 billion.
I think it's more of a face line thing happening with him.
Well, that is our extra ignorant segment.
I mean, look, hey, Shiggy, if you want smoke at me, I really do need the flack and the followers. Or not. I mean, I need the publicity, so come at me, bro.
Come
just don't-
at me, bro.
Not in the streets. I'm a pussy. Please
Jersey
don't come at me
Shore.
in real life. But no,
He's like 5'1".
just make
You could
sure
take him.
when you tag me in the comments
shit.
that you tell people to follow me and block me at the same time. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I could use some smoke. I am trying to promote a business after all. Thanks.
So yes, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to our extra ignorant segment. Make sure you do check out this week's episode if you haven't done so already.
Please do.
Definitely subscribe on YouTube.
Hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, like there's gonna be a button. What do all the YouTubers do? There's gonna be a button. No, there's not gonna be a
No,
button.
there's gonna be no button. Y'all niggas got eyes. Just hit the big ass red subscribe. If y'all know how to read.
So
Wait.
What's up?
When we say not, I just thought about the question, another part of it. Someone that's not your type, maybe physically not your type, can you still date them? Or they not as cute as the last person you dated, maybe?
you
Like something just
you
off?
just confused the fuck out of me.
Where's this going?
I don't know, I'm just asking a question.
Wait,
What's
so
the
you're
question?
all right?
Like-
so we
like-
answered
like-
physical type. Are you saying for more of like what do they embody as an individual?
Yeah. Because sometimes
think
things
that
could
could
be
be
worked
tough.
on. Things could be worked on.
It depends though,
As in,
because there's certain aspects of you that's negotiable.
Because like when you think we date different kinds of people, right? And nobody we necessarily date looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something about this person that we liked a lot, but this person don't necessarily have it, but we still like them as well,
Okay.
right? So they might not be as attractive as the last person, but it's still something about them that you like. Can that be us still dating somebody that's not a type, or just no?
I mean, honestly, I've dated people that others would not deem attractive, in the sense of like yo, I wouldn't date her. But I mean, I when I'm attracted to someone, I'm more attracted. No, I'm being serious. I'm
I was
not,
just mad at her responses. That's what she
I
was
mean,
taken
but
aback.
the thing is, it's like it's all a matter of
to
preferences.
chest.
Like some people aren't all about looks, in that regard. They're all about like the personality, and they vibe with that more than anything else. So when it comes to like fucking with somebody that might not be, a fucking silver spoon, you know what I'm saying? It's more about, I vibe with that person's personality outside of their looks and their beauty or whatever. So I mean, it's preference. It's
I'm not doing anything. Don't look
Your
at it.
face is saying mad shit without saying anything.
I'm really digesting it.
Are you digesting it?
Yeah.
The same way you were digesting the pizza reference?
Because I really want to know. I'm like, how you gonna skip that whole part? You didn't even like flatten it out first.
It wasn't a pizza. It was a loaf of bread.
Wait, why are we going back to this? Yo, cut
We're
the tape.
we are hungry, clearly. So, as Steven was saying, thanks for all for watching. Hit the subscribe button.
Wait, did we even answer your question?
Yeah, he just pretty much said like it's people that he's dated that other people might not deem as attractive, but it's more about how he feels about them and the inside. And
So
all
what
that
about
other
you?
stuff.
It's still a dub?
I've never dated someone.
But it's right. That's your preference, though.
Yeah, because someone might think I'm ugly, probably a lot, but someone might think I'm ugly or unattractive, and that's fine.
It's preference. It's all preference.
Yeah.
It's okay to have preferences, people. Just don't be dicks
Yeah,
about
like
it.
Steven like light skinned girls with curly hair.
I mean, his Instagram does prove it. So.
That's your narrative, so
That's your narrative.
y'all can keep running with it. The Rolodex has shown otherwise.
Hey, I'm not in his contact list. So, well, actually, I am in his contact list because we're friends, but not up in the.
So then what about the other aspect of dating somebody, like not personality wise, but like what they do, who they about, like they're not necessarily your type.
Wait, say it again.
Like, yeah, physically they're appealing to you, but what they do, who they say, their background may not be typically what you typically date. Could you do that?
Nah, I'm gonna be annoyed.
Why?
Like, for example, let's say somebody's an introvert and they're dating somebody that's an extrovert, that they may clash at times because this person constantly wants to go out, this person rather be in more, confined spaces or rather, be a homebody.
If we're gonna argue, I'm not dealing with you.
Ouch. Fair, but ouch.
It's too many arguing. Fuck, we arguing for because I want to go out.
I mean, I don't
and you
like
want to stay in
arguing
the fucking
either,
house. Like, I don't want to stay in the house and look at you all day watching Netflix, my nigga. Like, I want to go get air. I want to go eat someplace with other people.
Seamless.
No.
Postmates.
No.
There's a way around
Like,
it.
I want to go out. I want to get
Grubhub.
dressed.
You can
I
get
want to
dressed
be. No.
We can play dress up.
Without.
We can play dress up.
with that one bum ass 99-cent candle on the table, like no.
Whoa,
what the
whoa,
fuck?
sometimes
We just gave him the Scotch Porter discount code. You can get a Scotch Porter
You get a
candle in the
very
crib.
nice candle. So
It has a woody
I
scent
know
with
what
like
kind of
marshmallow.
I know what kind of female I am, and I know what I like to do by myself and for myself. So if you're not adding to that, you're not trying to join in with that, then I can't. I'm not saying I want to go out all the time, but it's going to times I want to
No,
be
yeah,
out.
you want to be sociable.
Yeah.
I get it.
I want to go on adventures and shit. I don't want to stay in the house.
Your adventures always lead you into trouble.
It hasn't been in trouble in a really long time. Well,
That's our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
We want to thank y'all for tuning in. Wait, did you have an answer or no?
No, I feel like I've said enough. All I'm saying, I think I've said
6-year
enough.
relationship, the bread that I thought was pizza. And then he
That
said you
alone.
could date Princess Fiona's and it's alright.
No, he can date Princess Fiona since it's alright.
All I'm
My
saying
leg
is
fell asleep.
I was deemed ugly at a point in time, so I'm a little biased when it comes to, people like deeming people based off of looks and
All
stuff.
kids were ugly when they was little.
No, I mean,
Everybody's ugly to somebody.
That's a fact.
this is true. So
I
we
don't be
all ugly.
stressing it.
We all ugly. Not a problem. We're all ugly.
Can't relate. You know what I mean?
Okay, for the 5th time, thank you everybody for tuning in. That's our extra ignorant segment. Again,
My leg fell asleep.
make sure you check out this week's episode if you haven't already. It's on YouTube. It's on most streaming platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube page as well. We still need to crack 100 viewers. Yeah,
Yes.
100 viewers, so we could claim our name on there and kick out anybody else that has fucking sophisticated ignorance as their show title.
We need 100 views or subscribers.
Subscribers.
We're also on Pornhub, so please make sure to subscribe.
I'm not on Pornhub.
Oh, this is getting edited out. OD.
I don't think I am.
And if I'm on Pornhub, I'm owed some money. I'm just saying.
It's
I don't wanna
funny
be
because it's
alone.
not true. Anyway, yes, thanks for watching. Let's be out. I'm hungry, and it's been
Yeah, I
crazy.
need to go home.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.